Hello, hello, and welcome back. I am Maester Aelix, and this is ShadowRun Returns Dragonfall. We are right back where we left off here in the lower labs of Harfield Manor. We're trying to figure out Panacea. So, alright everyone, let's go. Looks like we kind of have limited options. None of these doors seem to want to work, so let's get everyone close. Alright. Uh-oh. The old man behind the glass works feverishly at his console, glancing up at you when he can. A cigarette dangles from his mouth, its bluish smoke curling around his head. An overflowing ashtray sits on the lab table in front of him. The years have not been kind, but his features are instantly recognizable. Despite his age, he still has the strong chin and high cheekbones that you remember from the Green Winters DVD. This is Dr. Adrian Vauclair. As you approach, he stops what he's doing, a look of intense irritation on his face. He clears his throat. A harsh, rasping sound emerges from the loudspeaker next to the glass. So you're the ShadowRunners Audrin warned me about. I assume there's a trail of corpses in your wake? Oh, is Audrin around? I've got a message for him from Paul Amsel. He scowls. I don't know why you insist on interfering with my work, but I assure you, that's over now. He reaches down, flips the switch, and you hear the loud thud of a click behind you as the door locks shut. You'll find that the blaster behind you is sealed, and the laboratory you occupy is fully secured. An important precaution, as we keep our test subjects there. They are far more dangerous than you. You will remain trapped here for your own good, so you can do no further harm. Let's see. Break the glass. The hell I will. Iger, why don't you tell the doc how we feel about being trapped? Why don't you come out of your little fishbowl play? Let us out of here. Remain silent. Ooh, there are some really good options. Iger, why don't you tell the doc how we feel about being trapped? Sure thing, boss. In one smooth motion, Iger rises her shotgun and loads a spread of pellets into the glass. They cling onto the window surface, ricocheting wildly in all directions. The surface remains unblemished. You will note that the window between us is made of transplast, quite unbreakable by any force or weaponry you possess. Now I know why the hell you're so violently interjected yourself into my business. First, you break into my estate, which you didn't even know was mine, apparently. Then you spend what I imagine must have been a small fortune to track me down. And finally, you locate my AI, destroy it, drive all the way to the countryside, shoot your way into my laboratory. He leans forward, hands on the table, his eyes piercing. So I have to ask you, Shadowrunner, who are you? Why in God's name are you here? First, tell me what's going on. We came to find you, Vauclair, to help us stop Fairschwing. Except the Fire Wing wasn't the one after us all along. It was you along, wasn't it? Vengeance. Someone killed our friend, attacked our home, and I'm thinking that someone was you. Oh, just shopping around. I've always wanted a secret underground lair. Let's see. To find you. To help you stop Fairschwing? That is ironic. But yes, you are correct. I am the one who has been hunting you, the one who sent Apex and Audrin after you. You bastard. You attacked the Kurtz Bazaar, Vauclair. Or why attack the Kurtz Bazaar, Vauclair? Why kill Paul Amsel? It was necessary to prevent the secrecy of my work from the greater good at all. I know I have wronged you, and for this I am sorry. He sighs, a long, rattling sigh that quickly turns into a violent fit of coughing. The sound echoes over the loudspeaker. He collects himself and continues. I don't expect you to understand, but I also do not have time to explain it to you. He straightens, glances back at the screen on his side, and nods curtly. Good, things are progressing nicely. Now I must know. How did you learn that I was still alive? How did you even know to look for me? Did someone tell you? Your brother said you were the world's only hope to stop Fairschwing from returning. Your brother got us into the mess. He hired us to break into your estate. We pieced the rest together from his journals. We found out from your brother, Vauclair, he was trying to find you right up to the end. Well, there was this antique DVD storage device, a bunch of talk of Dragonfall, and the bloody corpse of a guy named Green Winters. Maybe you knew him? I'm gonna go with this second one. Beauclair starts, and then sudden movement of his arm sends his overflowing ashtray flying to there. My brother, Hermie? It's been years. Have you seen him? How is he? His brow furrows. He takes a step towards you impatiently. Well? Oh, you mean you don't know? You killed him too, just like Paul and Monica. Hermie's great. I mean, dead as doorknob. Somebody's pet AI fried his brain, but otherwise that he's great. I'm sorry, Doc. He was digging too deeply into Fairschwing, so Apex killed him. I'm gonna go with that one. He slumps into the chair next to him, his whole body is shaking. I didn't... He's suddenly overcome by another fit of coughing. He steadies himself on one arm of the chair. Apex, he gasped. I should have never trusted that thing. God damn it! He closes his eyes and tears escape down his gaunt, pale skin. Oh, Hermie, the things I've sacrificed. All for this panacea. All for tonight. Panacea, your modified virus. What's tonight's, Doctor? What's your planning with Panacea? All for what, Beauclair? Tell us what's going to happen tonight. You owe Hermie that much. Or you killed our friends No, I'm going to like the second one. He looks up dazed, his eyes unfocused. What's going to happen? Oh, yes, tonight. Tonight will be the end of dragons. Not just Fireswing, all dragons. Let me get this straight. You had a bad experience with one dragon, so now you're going to wipe out an entire species, all dragons? There are quite a few dragons out there, Doc. Powerful dragons. I don't think they'll support your plan. Oh, why didn't you say so? The plan doesn't sound crazy at all. Or, I'm sure you have your reasons. I just don't care. Now tell me what's happening tonight. Explain yourself. Beauclair fumbles in his pocket, produces a fresh cigarette. He lights it with shaking hands and breathes deeply. The orange glow of the cigarette flares bright. When he exhales, the words spill out with the smoke. The Firewing burned and murdered and caused untold damage in her bestial rage, until Dragonfall, until I stopped her. But that destruction was merely a symptom of a greater cancer. Fairschwing wrought destruction with fire and claw. The dragons of today, Lothware, Dunkelzahn, Kaldir, they kill and conquer with subtler tools, deception, manipulation, corruption. He spits in disgust. They use us as pawns, playing pieces, puppets in their millennia-long machinations. Oh yes, dragons are a cancer, one that will conquer, or worse, destroy all of humanity if we do not stop it. One that metastasized when the world awakened. An ironic metaphor, since it was the failing of my own body that allowed me to see it. Let's see. Go on. Let me guess you have cancer. Cut to the chase, Doc. I saw the notes. I know Panacea is a stable variant of Doom. Whatever you're doing, it can't be good. That's nice. Now we jump to the part where you do something horrendous and we have to stop you. Alright. It can't be good. Good or bad is immaterial. What I do what is necessary. He trembles, racked again by violent coughing. As the coughing subsides, he takes another long drag of a cigarette, the ash creeping closer and closer towards his mouth. I'm sorry, Hermie. I'm sorry you won't be able to see it for yourself. I'm sorry I failed you. Beauclair turns his attention back to his computer. Stubbing out a cigarette, he grabs a fresh one from the pack and lights it. Tonight I will release my panacea to the world. And how about the instrument of Dragon... And how absurd that the instrument of Dragonkind's destruction... He presses a button on the terminal, and a large observation window at the far end of the room rises slowly open. Will be carried by Fairschwing herself. Wait, what? Through the glass you see the prostrate form of a dragon, far below, an enormous set of shackles behind it, a maze of tubes and snake into its body. The tubes connect a cruel-looking apparatus that's been mounted to the wall. Son of a bitch, look at that. He found Firewing alive in the SOX after all. Tonight, Firewing will fly again. Infected with Panacea, she will slowly be destroyed from within, but before that happens, she will provide the catalyst for global transmission of the virus. As if spurred by a sight of the dragon below, he begins typing furiously at the terminal. Fairschwing fire carries the agent, the Panacea, in its dormant state. Any metahuman exposed to her fire will become carriers, but will spread the disease to other dragons. But they will be unharmed. When a critical mass of carrier is achieved, my Panacea will become unstoppable. It will spread across the globe at a relentless tide. However, if it does not reach critical mass, it will fizzle, die out, become inert. Hence the need for a ground zero flashpoint for a mass infection event. He looks at the ceiling and mumbles himself. I'm sorry, Hermie. I know how you loved your flux state, but that doesn't matter now. It must be Berlin. Hold on. What exactly are they going to do Berlin? He continues work, filled with feverish energy. For Panacea to work, Berlin must burn. A sacrifice, one for the greater good. Fairschwings will breathe her infected fire upon Berlin. Thousands will die. The virus will take to the air in destruction. A critical mass of Berlin's metahuman population will be exposed, but no one will even think to quarantine the city until it's too late. The flux state lacks any centralized authority. Corporations will evacuate their own. Thousands will flee the city, infected. Oh yes, Hermie, Berlin will be the perfect flashpoint. He mutters, his voice growing more detached. Wasn't supposed to be tonight, no, but the little intervention of yours left us no choice. So let us see. Tonight's wind patterns, dictates ground zero will be Tempelhof-Schönberg. Highly populated. The virus will spread quickly from there. There's only a few kilometers from the Kurtz Bazaar. The Kurtz Bazaar? My favorite cafe's in the Kurtz Bazaar. Look, you're crazy. You're probably all going to die. We are not letting you get away with this. Nonsense. You're sealed in the laboratory. Impotent to stop me. He sighs, shuts his eyes, and brings a shaking hand to his temple. I'm so sorry, but the sacrifice can't be helped. The old man eyes the cigarette butt in his hand, fishes out another from the pack, lights it with the first. He then returns to his console, reaching to the side for a microphone. He mutters something into the receiver. You can barely make out the sound of the name Audrin. When he turns to address you again, his voice is level. The shaking in his hand seems to have subsided. Security will be here soon. They will take care of you. I do not wish you to die. There will be enough of that tonight. All of this worth killing your own brother for, eh? Look, ignoring the rest of this insane plan, how are you going to get Firestring to go along with it? You don't burn a city and call it sacrifice. I've had enough. Forget that. How do you get the dragon to do what you want? Oh, that's simple enough. He gestures to his left. She has no choice. The gaunt woman in containment still stands rigidly, her face pressed against the glass, her haunted yellow eyes tracking your every move. She appears frightened, disoriented, lost. Her mouth moves silently, her voice muted by her glass cage. So the stories Green Winter found were true. Fairschwing's astral form was separated from body when she fell. You trapped her somehow. Oh, yes, that was later. In 2012, we took down Fairschwing with an experimental weapon. This weapon, suffice to say, I couldn't predict how it would affect her. In 2036, I led a search team into the SOX. I had to know what happened to her. I found her alive, in a way. Apparently, the dragon's astral form had been ripped from her body by the weapon. It was trapped inside a young woman living in the SOX. A mob of glowpunks revered her, treated her like a goddess. I transported the young woman and the dragon's body here, where I could study them. You mean she's been in that cell for almost 20 years? The man nods absently. No choice. A creature separated from its astral form cannot live more than a few hours before both die. There was a high-intensity radiation in the SX, combined with the magical creature inside her, that allowed the woman to live as long as she did. So, the environment within her containment chamber mirrors that of the SOX. It has allowed us to keep Fairschwing alive all these years, with her bestial shell remains chained up below. Now, as for her body, that will be simple as well. We've drilled a series of electrical charges directly into her skull. When we release the dragon body, empty of its astral form, we will trigger all the viscous, intense, and primal urges in her reptile brain. She will unleash her fire where we command it. Alright. Astral dragon stuck in a jar, big dumb dragon body rigged up to obey your commands. Got it. He shrugs. Summarize as you wish. History will prove me right. Nevertheless, I'm done discussing this with you. Fairschwing must fly, Berlin must be sacrificed, and it must be done tonight. Now, where is that damned Audrin? Let's see. Was this all worth killing your brother over? No, nothing can make that right. Nothing. He runs his hand through his unkempt hair, blinking through the haze of sudden tears. Damn it, Hermie. Why couldn't you just let me go? You don't have to add it to log, Doctor. Doesn't mean to continue. Listen to reason, Claire. Would Hermie want you to do this? You did not know my brother, Shadowrunner. You did not presume to speak to me on his behalf. Hermie would support me in this, if he knew what I knew. He wipes away the tears, looking at your eyes. This changes nothing. My brother's death only strengthens my resolve. Were I to stop now, his loss would be in vain. Berlin must be sacrificed. Forget this. Time to get out of here. You don't want to do this, Vauclair. There has to be a better way. I'm a man of science, Shadowrunner. A better path may exist, but I do not know what it is. I wish that I didn't have to sacrifice so many. I wish Hermie didn't have to die. But this solution is here, now, in my hands, and I must take it. Through the speakers you can hear the sounds of heavy footsteps approaching. There he is. Ooh, he's a chunky boy. Oh, Audrin, good. It's about time you showed up. Sorry, Doc. We were waking up the dragon's physical form. It required some care. But the procedure is ready to begin now. You should see it. The orc sneers at you from behind the glass, his scarred features withering in the dancing light of Vauclair's monitor. Looks like you trapped the thug who was attacking the manor. Yes, they won't be a problem any longer, but with Apex gone, our security will be compromised. We'd best still hurry. Oh, and Audrin, don't forget to clean the containment unit afterwards. The virus will kill Fairswing along with the rest when it does. Her astral form will perish as well, human host or no. We're going to stop you, Vauclair. We'll find a way. Iger's lips curl into a snarl. And we'll make it painful. Quiet! Everything's ready for the chamber, Dr. Vauclair. I think you should start the procedure yourself. Vauclair brings a cigarette to his mouth and inhales sharply, holding it for a long moment. Yes, my friend. It's time, Hermie. Let's do some good. I will begin the infusion process. Audrin, please make sure our guests here are securely locked away before you come down. I'm sorry, Aiduken. Sorry for your friend Paul Amsel. Sorry for Miss Schaefer. Sorry for the Kurtz Bazaar. Sorry for Berlin. I wish there was another way. Like hell you do. An elaborate plan to destroy the entire species, a massive underground fortress, an army of mercenaries. You sound like a dragon, Doc. You're not the man... Ooh, I think I like that one. Fire flashes in Vauclair's eyes, his back straightens. And what do you presume to know of dragons? I have spent my entire life studying them. Let's see. Then you should see my point. You're acting like a dragon. Perhaps I am, but for one difference. I am a man. I am finite. A man can gather power, wield it for his lifetime, but nothing more. His work will fade, lost to the inevitable entropy that decays all. Oh, he may create a destiny that will stand for a time, but his dust will not reap the benefit. Dragons are immortal. Time means little to them. They will, and no power can truly stop them unless it's death itself. War, plague, famine, natural disaster, setbacks. Merely setbacks. Avarice eternal. No, Shadowrunner, I'm not a dragon. No more than you are. Vauclair looks down for a long moment, then turns and exits the room. Dang. Audrin turns to stare at you through the glass, his lips curl into an insolent smile. Hi again. Long time. How's Amsel doing? That hole in his brain pan heal up okay? Glory fixes the orc with a cold stare. Taunt all you want. If we get out of here, you'll wish you'd never set foot on the Kurtz Bazaar. The burned orc knocks on the heavy transplastic window separating you. Afraid that's not going to happen. This lab's locked down tight, like the doc said. The test subjects that keep in there only don't play well with each other. Dangerous, nasty things. And they don't smell great either. But you'll see for yourself in a second. Let's see. You probably got family in Berlin, Audrin. You don't want to see them die, do you? Dr. Vauclair's family, asshole. He's a great man, a man of vision, and I'm going to make sure his vision becomes a reality. He checks the monitor. Listen, I've got to go. Have fun with the test subjects while I'm gone. He grins and presses a switch on the console. You hear the hiss of doors sliding open nearby. If you're still alive when I get back, I'll put a bullet in you or something. Oh, we could only hope that you come in here and we can get sweet, sweet vengeance. Oh, well, that's kind of nasty. Oh, what's this? First aid kit. Yes, please. I will switch out that grenade. Yay. Otherwise, Fire Drake. Eat some magic. Can I... Iger. Shotgun. Sniper rifle. Sniper rifle. Alright. Blitz. We're going to move you there. Have you mark that thing. And turn on Droney. Droney! There we go. And Glory. You know, Glory, normally I'd say slash, but today I think we're going to try to keep you away from that. That seems like a nasty thing we don't want to get too close or touch. Oh, another one. Great. Alright. Important lesson. It has AoE. Don't do that. Gotcha. Alright. Magic heal. None of my friends. Great. Okay. And acid, you. One more. There we go. And we have 16 hit points left. Okay. Yep, see, I had a feeling. So we'll go back to Blitz. Get Glory out of the fire. Medkit. Oh. That's not what I really needed to do. Okay. Well. Yeah. Ow. Oh, and another one right behind me. Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, I need to move. Magic heal. Blitz. Blitz. You need to move it. Ah. Alright. You have a medkit for yourself, thank goodness. Alright. This line of sight blocked. Glue. You stay right there, little mister. There you go. Iger, well, we can do a simple reload. And you're real good right where you're at. Glory, get out of the fire. And we're going to have you not near others. Yep. Medkit, big one. Alright. What's going on? Oh, okay, there's you. And another! Great. Great. Okay, Blitz. There we go. Lovely. And some more. Thank you. I'm going to move here. Turbocharge my magic. Iger. Come on, Iger. Thank you. And Glory. Anything special? Not super much so at the moment. Alright. Magic Heal Glory. She's gonna need it. Alright. Acid this guy. Lovely. And just big spell. Blitz. Okay, mark that one. Shoot that one. Yeah, he'll die from the acid. Out of ammo, not a problem. Nice. Glory. You're gonna have to get wounded a little bit. Yeah. There we go. I really don't like these things. Alright. Glory, feel better. Alright. And let's throw that nice acid splash on him. Ooh, a crit. Love those. Ah! Right, let's go take care of Blitz. Ah. And let's go talk to the strange woman, I guess. The gaunt woman paws the glass as you approach, her haunted yellow eyes tracking your every move. When you activate the intercom, a green light activates inside the containment cell. She flinches up as it's startled. Verschwing? Small voice whispered through lips barely move. It sounds like a hoarse, awkward little rusty lock. Help. Please. Help. How do I free you? I don't see instrument panel on the cell. The guts. Find the guts. Find my body. A machine that keeps me trapped in this Jarth the biggest prison. Break it. Break it. Break it. Can't get into the guts unless I can get out of this room. Let's think this through, Aiduken. Be careful. Okay. Deal. You help me, I'll help you. I will help you. Grant you release. And you will repay me in kind. Yes, yes, yes. You can escape from this room. There's a panel in the floor. There is. You can drop down. Find your way into the guts of this place. There, my body, is the machine. Break it. Break it. Break it. Got it. I'll break the machine. Good to know. All right. Descend to the levels below. Continue. Into the dark. You squeeze through the narrow gap between the floor panels and climb down the large space beneath the lab complex. Darkness surrounds you, and the air smells moldy and stale. As your eyes adjust to the light, you can make out the dim planes of cobweb-covered walls and scattered construction equipment. Judging by the dust and disrepair, this place appears to have been abandoned long ago. Meanwhile, somewhere else, beneath the Harfield Manor, Dr. Adrian Vauclair prepares to wake a dragon and unleash it on an unsuspecting Berlin. Where the hell are we? It looks abandoned. Compared to the lab above, this room is almost impossibly quiet. A small amount of light filters in from the narrow passage above you. There appears to be light fixtures mounted on the walls, but there's no sign of a light switch. We're in some sort of abandoned facility beneath the estate. Feels military to me. If that's true, it would explain why Vauclair chose this place for his operation. Can't be easy to find a secret underground base big enough to house a dragon. Alright, first things first, we need to get back into the lab complex and find Vauclair and the worm before it's too late. Let's move. I owe Dr. Vauclair a bullet between the eyes, and I mean to pay up. Great. Let's get closer to the maniac with the fire-breathing dragon. Good plan. No choice. If we don't stop Vauclair from releasing that dragon, everyone in the Kurtz Bazaar is dead. And with that I say, Thank you all for joining me. I really hope you enjoy this series as much as I'm enjoying making it for all of you. If you do, please remember to hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And, of course, check out the stuff in the description down below. There's a ton of wonderful links there, including one to my Discord server, my Teespring store, and, of course, my Patreon campaign. Anyway, thank you all for joining me, and I shall see you all next time.